Good morning, children. How are you? I hope you all are fine. Are you all do your homework? Yes? Okay, good children. Today, let's learn about clothes for us, the new chapter. Okay. We wear different types of clothes in different seasons. Like food and shelter, clothes are one of our basic needs. We wear clothes to protect ourselves from heat, cold, wind, rain, and insects. There are different types of clothes. Woolen clothes, silk clothes, cotton clothes, waterproof cloth, etc. like the different types of clothes. First, we are going to study about woolen clothes. In which season we used woolen clothes? Yes, very good, winter season, isn't it? In the first standard we already studied that. Yeah, in winter season we use woolen clothes. Woolen clothes keep us warm. We get heat from if we wear woolen clothes. So, we wear woolen clothes in winter. Wool is obtained from the hair present on the bodies of some animals like sheep, goat, camel, rabbit and yak. The soft hair of these animals is called fur. The soft hair of these animals is called fur. Why we use woolen clothes in winter season? Because that season is very cold. That's why we use woolen clothes in winter season. The next one, silk clothes. Silk clothes keep us warm in winter and cool in summer. If we wear silk clothes in winter season, we get warm. And we wear silk clothes in summer, we get cool. Silk is obtained from the silkworm. It is produced from the silkworm. The silkworm feeds on mulberry leaves. It spins a cocoon around itself, which is made of long threads. These threads are used to make silk cloths. So, we get silk from the cocoons of silkworm. Okay, here in your EVS textbook page number 23, there is a life cycle. Okay, the first in the mulberry leaves. Who is sitting in the mulberry leaves? Yeah, silkworm. Okay, how the silkworm makes a cocoon. Okay, the silkworm feeds on mulberry leaves. It spins a cocoon around itself, which is made of long threads. Then after it's come a silk, then they are taking the silk fiber, then we stitch the cloths and we get silk cloths. Okay, like this way we are making the silk cloths. We get silk from silkworm. Next one, leather cloths. Leather cloths, for example, leather jackets are used in winter season. They help keep us warm. Leather is also be used in the winter season because we get warm. Leather is obtained from the skin of dead animals like leather is obtained from the dead animals like cow, pigs, goats and sheep. Leather is also used to make shoes, belts and bags, and that is also used to make bags, belt and shoes. Then cotton clothes. In which season we wear cotton clothes? Yeah, very good. Summer season. Cotton clothes makes our body cool. So we wear cotton clothes in summer. Cotton clothes absorb sweat easily and allow air to pass through them. Cotton is obtained from cotton plants. The fibers of cotton are used to make cotton clothes. We collect cotton from cotton plants, then we have to make the fibers of cotton, then we have to make a cotton clothes. What types of dress we wear? Cotton clothes. Which are the cotton clothes? Frock. Okay, cotton frock, cotton skirt, cotton shirt, cotton t-shirt. Like that dress we have to wear in summer. Then waterproof clothes. The waterproof clothes we have to mainly use in rainy season. We wear raincoats and gumboots in rainy season. Raincoat. These are waterproof and prevent us from getting wet. If we wear the raincoat or gumboots, we did not wet. Okay, we did not get wet. That's why we use in the rainy season. We use raincoat and gumboots. Okay, and here one activity is given for you in your EVS textbook, page number 24. Pick the correct sentences and cross out in the incorrect sentences. Here some pictures also given, and the first one, I use woolen clothes in winter. That is one sweater, like one sweater coat that we use in winter. It is correct or wrong? Yes, we use woolen clothes in winter. I use shirt to protect myself from water. We use here they are saying that shirt is using us for protect from water. Is it correct? No, it is wrong. Then the third one, wool is obtained from sheep. Yes, it is correct. Wool is obtained from sheep. And the last one, belt is made from silkworm. No, belt is made from leather. Leather is come from the dead animals like cow, sheep, goat, etc. Okay, then that sentence will be wrong. The next heading, we are going to the types of fibers. Clothes are made from threads called yarn, which is made by spinning thinner threads called fibers. There are two types of fibers, natural fibers and artificial or synthetic fibers. Natural fibers are obtained from plants and animals. Natural fibers are obtained from both plants and animals. Example, cotton, silk and wool are some of the examples of natural fibers. And the next one is artificial or synthetic fibers. It is a man-made fibers. They are made by using chemicals. Artificial synthetic fibers means it is a man-made fibers. It is making used with the chemicals. Nylon, rayon and polyester are some of the examples of synthetic fibers. Which are the examples for natural fibers? Yeah, cotton, silk and wool. These are the examples for natural fibers. And which are the examples for artificial or synthetic fibers? Yes, nylon, rayon and polyester. These are the examples for synthetic fibers. Now we have to just look the journey of cotton fibers to cloth. We get cotton fibers from cotton plants. The steps involved in making of clothes from cotton fibers are as follows. Which are the steps? Spinning, weaving and dyeing. spinning means it is the process by which fibers are converted into yarn. Spinning means it is the process by which fibers are converted into yarn. And weaving, what is weaving? Yeah, weaving means the process by which yarns are converted into fabric or cloth. And what is dyeing? Yeah, dyeing is the process by which the fabric is dyed. Example, color is added. Dyeing means we have to add the color to our cloth. Here is the pattern is giving in your EVS textbook, page number 25. There is a cotton plant. From the cotton plant we get cotton fiber. That cotton fiber we have to take for spinning. The spinning, after the spinning we get yarn. After yarn we are weaving. Then after weaving we are dyeing to add the color for the clothes. Here weaving means we have to make the cloth. Okay, after making the cloth we are adding the color, dyeing. Then it will come on cotton fabric. That is the different color we get cotton fabric from the shop. That is cotton fabric. Okay. Then here the activity time, the same process is given in your EVS textbook, page number 27. Write the names of two processes that convert cotton fibers into cotton fabric in the given boxes. Then here cotton fibers. This cotton fibers is converted into what? Yes, spinning. What is spelling of spinning? S-P-I-N-N-I-N-G, spinning. Then you have to write here spinning. And then cotton fibers is converted to spinning. Then spinning is converted to cotton yarn. After cotton yarn is converted into weaving. What is spelling of weaving? W-E-A-V-I-N-G, weaving. Then at last we get cotton fabric. Okay. Did you understand? Yes. Then next we are going to the topic uniform. We wear special clothes at different places and occasions. We wear uniform in school and in some workplaces. Okay. Which are the workplaces we use uniform? Yeah, hospitals, schools, office, etc. In hospitals, who all are they wear the uniform? Yeah, doctor, Air Force officer, Navy officer, police officer, lawyer. These all peoples also wear the uniforms. The next, various use of clothes. Other than wearing, we can use clothes for many other purposes like bed sheet, tablecloth, curtain and towel. Like this way also we are using clothes. Now I will give a homework for you. You have to collect pictures of dresses worn by people of 5 different states of India and paste them on a chart. Show this chart to your classmates or your teacher. Okay, that is a homework for you. You have to collect the pictures of dresses worn by people of 5 different states. 5 different states people's dresses you have to collect it of India and paste them on a chart. Then you have to show your classmates or your teacher. Okay, take the photograph and send to your classmates or your EVS teacher. Okay. Today's class is over. Thank you and have a nice day. See you in next class.